Listen, settling for less is good for growth. The problem we have nowadays is everybody wants to start at the top and everybody wants to make it quickly. But life is not like that. Like, if you put it this way, they say that it's not good to sell yourself short, but sometimes you need to settle for less to get more. When you settle for less, you have more options, because the bigger option is rare to find. So you settle for the lower options and you have more options. Now you have big options and smaller options. But obviously you don't stick to these smaller options. You just keep it in the meantime. So settle for less until you get what you want. But don't stay there and don't be comfortable. I'm talking about job opportunities, housing. Like, for example, jobs. You might not get the top job that you want, the high level jobs, the higher paying jobs, but you settle for something less. Maybe the pay is lower. Maybe it's a menial job. It might not be the job you want, but at least it still pays. Yeah, at the end of the day, it still pays. Then while you're there, you look for something higher. You look for something better. That's a smart way to do things. Because if you don't bury your pride, you'll be sitting at home struggling for money. So it's better you do something else to keep yourself occupied. Yeah, the job might be lower than what you're expecting, but at least it still brings money. And still, these lower level jobs can give you a bit of experience. Even though you might not see them as challenging jobs, they might still give you more experience that you can apply to the jobs that you're actually looking for. It's the same with housing too. If you can't afford to buy a house, then you just have to settle for renting a house. If you can't afford to rent a house, a big house, you settle for a studio flat or a 2-bedroom apartment or stay in shared accommodation until you get what you want. It's the same thing with business. You want to start a business too. If you can't afford to get a big building, you have to settle for a smaller building. Yeah? Or sell from home, sell online. Start off by selling online. Everyone just wants to see big things nowadays, especially with business. It doesn't work like that. And even with business, I said it in my other video, if you start a business big and you use all your last money to start a big business, if you don't make that money back, you're going to cry. You're going to cry. But it's less painful when you spend less money to invest in the business. But if you spend more money to invest in that business and you didn't make that money back and you didn't succeed, it's more painful. Yeah? It's less painful to lose £2,000 than it is to lose 60,000 or £100,000. So you start off small to gain your experience, then you start climbing up the ladder. That's how it's supposed to work. Live within your means. And I'm not talking about materialistic wise. I'm talking about lifestyle wise, your choices and everything like that. People need to settle for less before they see success.